this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
My name is Josh Chomik.
And back once more,
Jimmy Parks.
Jimmy Parking Lot himself.
James Parker V.
I feel like parking lot gives my name a whole new vibe.
Yeah, because really parking is your middle name in that situation.
But you're really just the Parks guy.
I guess so. Maybe I'm a parking guy. I don't know.
Have you ever directed traffic in your life?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do good?
I guess so.
No accidents?
No accidents.
No one got hit? Good. Proud of you.
Well, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. You are once again filling your ears with the beauty of the Garden State podcast. Was that humble? Was that lacking humility?
It's the beauty of New Jersey as a whole, really, because we kind of represent the entire state.
Yeah, right now, open your ears to the beauty of New Jersey and allow us to fill them. We are about to dance on your eardrums with information and news about the Garden State.
I was just going to put a soundbite of like the Garden State as a whole. Like when you think of New Jersey, what's the one soundbite you think of? Like what's a sound effect that you think of when you hear of New Jersey?
Oh, dude, so many things just came to my mind. I think something NJ Transit related.
Okay.
Or like a howl. I don't know.
All at once. I'm just going to pile all these sound effects in one.
Honking, a howl, and an NJ Transit sound at once. And that would be it.
Watch the tram car, please.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, something like that. Well, welcome back to the Garden State podcast. We've had a lot happening in the state, and we are here once more to fill you in on what you need to know about. The reality is, man, there's a lot of news in the state.
And you can never follow it all, you know? It's honestly impossible to with the amount of things that are happening in the state at once.
Yeah, it is absolutely impossible. And I have to be honest with you guys, I was a little sick earlier this week, and you ever have like a cough, and when you speak, the cough wants to come out, and it's like it's almost interrupts you mid-sentence. You know that feeling?
It's the worst.
I'm wrestling with that right now. So if I sound a little choppy, that's why.
Well, I got this nice glass of H2O by my side, Josh. Do you have any by your side?
No. It would have been nice if you grabbed me one.
If you want a sip of mine, it's right here.
We can get the intern to get that for you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy, can you get him a water?
Yeah, on it.
Thanks.
All right, well, before we get into the news, guys, how was your weekend?
I had a great weekend.
Jimmy, what did you do?
What did I do this weekend? I went hiking this weekend.
Where at?
Good stuff.
Stokes City Forest.
Stokes. All the way at the northern point of New Jersey.
You see a bobcat?
I didn't see any bobcats. I saw someone on Reddit saw a bobcat, though, and I'm kind of jealous.
Did you stop at the Wallpack Inn?
I did not.
Well,
What else did you do?
you missed out.
What else? I don't know.
That's it?
I'm trying to think.
Have you guys ever been in a hot air balloon?
No.
I saw one this weekend, though.
I was with you, but yeah, I saw a hot air balloon. It was pretty cool.
Oh.
They're kind of like scary when you see them in real life. They're so high up.
What, Jimmy?
I just thought something else I did this weekend, but I want to keep talking
No,
about
keep
hot air
going. I
balloons.
want to hear about it.
Yeah,
What'd you do?
I want to hear.
Oh, I
just
saw-
interrupt me. Go.
No, hot air balloons.
You did wait, what? You saw a hot air balloon?
You saw a hot air balloon. Tell us about it.
What just happened there? Jimmy, you having a stroke?
I think I kind of am. Other thing I did this weekend is I went to Philadelphia and I saw this really great band named Domini. You know, everyone should go check them out.
Damiano, what?
Domini.
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 Okay.
Oh, I saw your IG post.
Yeah.
Was it like a Halloween party?
He was dressed up as a nun.
Oh, cool.
It was Halloween weekend.
So weird.
Okay, well, Jimmy, I'm glad you're a connoisseur of nature and music.
Thanks.
And Philadelphia.
And Philadelphia, the city that neither of us at this table dares to go near.
Every week I
City
feel like
brothers
Jimmy's in
love.
Philly, right?
Oh.
By the way, before we get
been
into the
there
news,
for a
can I
long
just
time.
say our South Jersey listeners are always coming at us going like, you never show South Jersey love. And I just want to give a shout out right now to Cherry Hill. Shout out to Cherry Hill.
And we've been covering South Jersey stories. They're just like, number one, the South Jersey stories never pop on TikTok, straight up. That's on everyone else for not being on TikTok in South Jersey. It's not our fault, but we do cover those stories.
That sentence was amazing.
I'm just saying, it's not us.
The
It's
South
TikTok.
Jersey stories never pop on TikTok. Straight up.
Well, I think what you just said, Sobo, is kind of offensive. Like Cherry Hill, that's like every North Jersey kid's like go to. You gotta say,
No,
like,
bro. It's still South Jersey.
you gotta
Okay,
be
hold
like
on.
Winslow.
I'm-
Like shout out to Winslow.
Shout out to Haddon Heights.
Shout out to Sicklerville.
You guys are saying towns that everybody knows about.
Shout out to Hynella. Have you ever heard of Hynella
Shout out
before?
to Little Egg Harbor.
I'm talking about Steelman Town, bro. I'm talking about Estelle Manor, bro. I'm talking about
Yes.
Cumberland, man. I'm talking about Buena Vista Township. Didn't even know we had Espanol Townships in New Jersey.
Is Cumberland Farms based out of Cumberland, New Jersey?
I don't know, Cumberland County, probably.
Okay. I didn't know if it was a Jersey thing or if it was like nationwide.
I don't know.
Nationwide is on your side. Sponsor us. Hey,
So-
Josh, we got merch.
We do have merch, and you can go to thegardenstate.com and get yourself a piece of merch. Every piece of merch you purchase, $1 goes to feeding the ants.
I never heard that one before.
You didn't know that? We partnered with Feed the Ants, the organization.
No. Dude, no way.
Basically, I take $1 of my food and I just, like crumbs, basically, from my trash
Wow.
can, and we feed the ants.
Dude, ants are
It's a write-off. It's a tax
ants
write-off.
are demons, dude. Based off that one photo that photographer
Yeah,
took,
they
dude,
are.
they're scary looking.
They are little demons. So, yeah, but we have merch at thegardenstate.com. You can go over, buy yourself a piece or two.
As you can see here, Josh is wearing a Central Jersey Exist, and I'm wearing the Central Jersey Doesn't Exist shirt for all
Fire-
you non-believers out there.
And Fire Engine Red. It's beautiful.
It's great. You know, it's like good versus evil, blue versus red.
I'm good, you're evil.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and for the record, I do believe in Central Jersey existing. I just have to wear it for the brand and to really just like showcase what we have to offer in our store for people to purchase.
Well,
So
I love that. I love that you're a team. You're taking one for the team, and you're a team player.
it's also a really good quality shirt and feels great to wear. So yeah, you should go check it out at thegardenstate.com.
Very heavyweight. So, before we get into the news today, we just wanted to say it's time to check our mailbag.
I love checking the mailbag.
Let's go. Hey, you've reached the Garden State mailbag. Sorry we can't get to the phone right now. We're currently trying to fill all of our gas tanks with 20 regular cash. It's crazy. Make sure to buy a keychain. Hey, leave us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
What's up, Josh, and Jimmy? What are your favorite bagel places in the area?
Oh, that was a shorter message.
Yeah, like we told the people to keep it at 60 seconds, no longer, and that was like 5 seconds. So shout out to that guy.
Well, before we answer it, let's just let our listeners know how they can submit to the mailbag.
Yeah, because I don't even know how to do it. Josh, can you tell us how to do it?
So what you're going to do is go on your phone, record a voice note, and email it to hello@thegardenstate.com.
That's hello@thegardenstate.com.
We'll answer any question you have. So
Or concern, or opinion, or rant. Just keep it under 60 seconds, please, because then we don't want to like take up the whole entire episode. But
yeah, for sure.
we've been getting lots of different ranges of questions and topics every single week.
And this fine gentleman wants to know what our favorite bagel shops are in the area.
It's a tricky, very controversial question.
Well, it is. And, you know, I have to say, growing up, my favorite was one in Union County called Cranford's Best. And I went recently. They have significantly fallen off the map.
How so?
The bagels are smaller. They used to be fluffy. You know, a bagel, the perfect bagel is like it's crispy on the outside, but then it's soft and fluffy on the inside. And it's like that, like if you break it in half, it cracks and then it tears. It's like a two-part action. And now their bagels just look sad. So I'll say one of the best bagels I've ever had is in Hoboken. And I actually texted my friend, like, what's the name of that spot we went to? And he told me it is O Bagel in Hoboken. Great spot.
Oh, bagel.
Yeah, great spot. They had a good bagel. And other than that, I have a few bagels for you near me. And they good bagels, but they just take forever.
I've heard about bagels for you. I've actually never been, but a lot of people like rave about them.
Yeah, I go to the one in Short Hills, and it's let me just say the line's long.
What, you're talking like a Saturday morning, a long line on a Saturday, or like a weekday?
What other day are you getting a bagel at?
Before work on a weekday, like I used to do?
Nah, I don't do that.
Before going onto the bus or train, when I commuted into the city, I would go to the Cranford's Best every day and get a bagel. When it used to be good.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I haven't done a weekday bagel in a while. I'm usually a Saturday morning, Sunday morning kind of bagel guy, you know?
Do you guys eat bagels on weekdays?
Not normally.
Is everyone just a weekend bageler?
Yeah, I weekend bagel only.
Interesting. Well, I usually, nowadays, now I work from home. Like I get bagels just on the weekends. It just doesn't feel right. Or on the weekend when you're food shopping, get like a dozen bagels for yourself to freeze, and then you can just make it by yourself at home. A lot of people
Yeah.
do that. Growing up, my mom used to do it all the time.
What about Clark Bagel? How are they doing?
I haven't been there in years.
I think it's called like Bagel Supreme now.
Yeah.
I think they had like a name change. Like why change from Clark Bagel to Bagel Supreme?
It's such a juxtaposition of words. You know, bagel, so monotonous, and supreme, it's like glorious.
It doesn't feel right.
It feels like they're saying like it's like jumbo shrimp.
I think you need to check it out, Josh, because for a while, Cranford's Best was beating it by a mile for me, but like Bagel Supreme is actually pretty good.
That was such an underrated joke. Oh my god,
Bro, we got to get Bagel Supreme shirts.
I didn't even hear what Soba said. I just heard shrimp.
All right. Well, what I was going to say is we should have our callers call in with their favorite bagels. They should, on the voicemail, the first thing they should say is their county and their favorite bagel shop.
I'm down. Yeah.
And we'll visit.
That's the thing, bro. The state is there's so many bagel shops in the state of New Jersey.
For example, my favorite bagel shop is in Sussex County.
What's it called?
Bag Full of Bagels.
Okay.
Oh. Is that the one with the fire truck out front of it?
No, that's Fire Truck Bagels.
Wait, what's that one? I like that one. I've been there after camping one time. The fire truck place on, what is that, Route 15?
No, 206 up there.
I think
206.
the one you're talking about, Jimmy, has the small bagels though, don't they? Aren't they like skinnier, more flat?
Firehouse Bagel Co. They got some fire bagels.
None of us have been there, right? No, we went there after camping.
That's what I just said.
Oh, cool. No, I was trying to think of the place that Jimmy said because I think the one you went to, I didn't like their bagels.
Oh, I like them.
So I think we've kind of narrowed it in to our favorite spots. And if you have a favorite, submit it to us, and we'd love to talk about it.
I'm trying to think of what mine is. I don't really have a spot.
We got to explore.
Well, it used to be the Clark Bagel, and then I moved to Cranford, and then it was Cranford's Best. Then Cranford's Best went down like more downhill. I'll still eat it, but it's not the best bagel in Jersey anymore. So I kind of went back to Bagel Supreme. But at the same time, like I don't really care for either. So I don't really have that like devoted spot at the moment, which is a problem.
You know, in Summit, they have a Manhattan bagel, which is like sacrilegious.
Ah, yeah, those dude never did it for me. There's so much hype around them too.
I don't get it. I don't get the allure, and it's always busy. Like you could, I don't know. I just see a business opportunity. I might open a bagel spot in Summit because
Garden State Bagels.
Garden State Bagels?
Garden State Bagel Co.
Garden State Bagel Co. Guys, there's a type of business for every industry with the Garden State. Technically,
I want to make a dry cleaner.
Garden State Dry Cleaners.
You trying to launder some money, Josh?
Wasn't there
Maybe.
Garden State Dry Cleaners in Clark, actually?
I'm pretty sure it's called Parkway Cleaners.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I go there all the time and they're great.
Well,
For all your dry cleaning needs.
Dude, what's the place you like in Milburn? That place you keep shouting out?
Goldberg's.
they
Yeah,
have- do they
that's a
got
good
bagels?
bagel. They got great bagels at Goldberg's. I forgot about Goldberg's.
I assume they would have bagels because it's like a coffee shop, like breakfast place.
Yeah, it's a sleeper right across the street from the Milburn Deli. Great spot.
You ever get a bagel from ShopRite?
I don't think so.
Because they're not bad actually. Thinking about it now.
Huh.
Yeah, you should try it sometime.
Maybe I will.
Fresh out of the bakery though. Don't go at like 5 p.m. expecting a good bagel because no shot you're gonna find one.
All right, so guys, let's get serious here for a second. It's November 3rd. It means we're in the month of November, which means it's officially the Christmas season. We listened to Christmas music as we set up our equipment today for the podcast. And, I just want to ask you guys, do you have a favorite New Jersey Christmas memory?
Oh.
Well, before I share my memory, Josh, I just want to say, like, you're saying we're in the Christmas feel here at the Garden State.
Absolutely.
Where's your Christmas tree, bro? Why haven't you got the tree yet? We need the tree up for the set.
I'm not into the pagan roots. I just like to keep it pure. No tree.
But you're getting a tree this year.
Yeah, I'm going to cut one down.
So why not get it like a few weeks early for the podcast?
Because it's going to die by Christmas.
Just
That's
water
depressing.
it.
Well, maybe I'll probably just hold off a bit and get one later. But yeah, so I wanted to know before we start the news. I know we've done like 3 different segments here, but what's your guys' favorite New Jersey Christmas memory? And because I have one I remembered. I have 2 actually that I want to share with you guys to get everybody in the audience into the Christmas spirit to start off November. Because once again, guys, remember what I said on Memorial Day? I said cherish Memorial Day. Because Memorial Day, if you don't cherish it, summer's over before you know it. Mm-hmm. If you're a Christmas person, if you celebrate Christmas, this is the moment. You don't have to listen to the music yet. You don't have to watch the movies, but cherish the fact that it's coming. Because before we know it, it's January 4th. And it's terrible. Life is miserable.
I think you hitting the switch today with the Christmas music is going to get me into the holiday spirit already. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to start listening to Christmas music once I leave this place.
I put on the
up
best
until
album.
Christmas. Oh, yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, it's the greatest.
Christmas time is here. One of the biggest bangers ever. Such a good song.
So here's my 2 memories I want to share with you guys, because this is a Garden State podcast. The first memory I have is when I was a little kid, our church had a kids choir, and we went to the Woodbridge Mall in front of the Burger King.
Incredible.
That was a
We
good
had
Burger King.
risers. They set up risers in front of the Burger King. By the way, I heard recently that Burger King closed.
Oh no.
But you know what also closed right next to the Burger King? You know it was next to Burger King.
KB Toys.
Cinnabon.
Oh, Cinnabon.
Yeah, bro. It's such a good combo. You go to Burger King and Cinnabon. Continue.
Dinner and dessert. Yes, we went to the Woodbridge Mall and we sang Christmas carols in the middle of the mall.
I wonder if I ever ran into you. Like if I walked by.
Did you see a handsome 6-year-old, blonde hair, blue eyed on top of the risers?
It's a possibility, actually.
I was probably singing Christmas shoes.
Making everyone cry.
Sir,
and
I want to
tear
buy
up.
these shoes. That song, yeah.
So you guys were a
sang
sad
that.
children's choir.
Well, we did the hits. You know, you gotta play all the rounds, the happy ones, the sad ones.
Did your parents take video of it so we could watch it?
There's a photo. There's a photo on film my mom took of me, and I was wearing a sweater.
Yo, send me that so I could pop it right here into the pod.
I'll try to find it.
I want to see that photo.
I'll try to find it for you. The other thing I was going to say is my second memory. That was my first memory. My second one was when I was a really little kid. We had, all right, this is embarrassing childhood memory. I grew up in a big family. I'm one of 8 kids. So we had a massive vehicle to bring everybody. So like we'd have a huge van. And
Yes.
it was a 15-passenger van actually. So we called it the Silver Bullet as kids. It was
Sick.
it was a big van. I mean, my parents had to get all of us around somehow. And there was this one Christmas, we all got in the van and we went to PNC for the Christmas light show when I was probably 5 or 6 years old. Wow. And it was special.
Wow.
So those are my Christmas memories. Can you put some slow Christmas music over this part?
Well, funny that you asked because it's been going on this entire time.
Oh, amazing.
Isn't that crazy how that just happened?
Like Silent Night?
I didn't even do that. Jimmy, did you do that?
I did it.
It's the magic of Christmas.
Santa. Christmas, man. I can't believe. Yeah, dude. Honestly, in the snap of a finger, it's going to be here and gone forever.
So no special memories for you guys.
For me,
I have one.
yeah, what's yours?
So you know downtown Cranford where the gazebo is?
Yeah.
So I have a very vivid memory of watching Santa come on the fire truck as a child. And I was standing like by the gazebo. And then I think I have a picture of me and Santa in the gazebo.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that a New Jersey specific thing, sending Santa around on the fire truck?
I don't know.
It's always
That's
scary.
a great question because he does it in like every town in Jersey,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's a Jersey
And
thing.
on like your community Facebook pages, like moms start freaking out because like Santa didn't come down their street.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
No
Oh,
way.
yeah.
And they really
Moms
flip
get
out.
really, really mad because their kids are like so upset that Santa stopped at like the next street over, but not their street.
Just tell me you're on the naughty list, Junior.
It's not good.
That's a good memory.
Josh, honestly, like one of my favorite memories was when you tipped the waitress $1.
Oh, do I gotta tell the story right now?
You told me it this weekend. I can't not bring it up. Okay,
okay.
you can do it in like a minute. Like it's not a long story.
I'm gonna tell the story because we're dragging out the intro to this podcast pretty long. But
But people,
I feel
people
like
like that. People love the intros.
I need to release this story to the podcast. I just need to give it to people and put it off my chest. This is a true story. Josh, what was the diner in Union we were at?
Huck Finn Diner.
Christmas Day 2013. You know, on Christmas Day, how like at the end of the day, I don't know what your guys' families are like. At the end of the day, the party's over, right? Like you open presents in the morning, you had maybe lunch or like a turkey during the day with your cousins, and then at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock, things start to slow down. You're like, so now what do I do? Right?
Yeah, everyone goes home.
Everyone goes home. So I remember one Christmas 2013, I hit Chomik up and a bunch of other guys, and I was like, anyone want to go to a diner? So we hit up Huck Finn and Union. We go to the diner. All of us are eating, and it's like literally it's Christmas night, and it's empty. And our waitress is the poor girl.
No one's there. It's
The
just this
poor girl's
one poor girl working. We felt
like,
so bad.
She's like 18 and she's serving everybody, and we were being obnoxious and loud. So we were like, hey, what could we do? Like, let's be really generous to this girl. Let's make her Christmas. So one of the guys at the table had gotten $100 bill
from Santa Claus.
And he was like, I got an idea. What if we just give a really generous tip as a Christmas gift, and we'll like sneak out of here before she even knows what happened. Like we'll just give it to her and leave. So I'm like, that's a great idea. So before we decide to give it, I added a caveat where I was like, guys, we can't leave a $100 tip on the table. Because then what if a busboy comes over and snatches it? Then her Christmas is ruined.
Kills the miracle.
I said, here's what we got. I said, guys, here's what we got to do. Give me the $100 bill. I'll go up to the waitress. I will hand it to her. Oh my gosh, let me breathe one. I said, I'll take the $100 bill. I'll hand it to her directly, and I'll say thank you, and we'll leave. Great idea. Great plan.
Well, you're gonna shake her hand or something?
No, I was just gonna look her in the eye and give it to her.
Nice.
So we eat. We have a good time. We're loud. We're obnoxious.
Very
we're
obnoxious.
We're dumb 20-something-year-old guys. We go up to leave, and I take the bill. I actually walk up to her. I reach into my pocket. I pull out the bill. I say, hey, thank you so much for working on Christmas. You did such a good job. The food was amazing. You served us great. We hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I gave her the bill, and we left. We drove to Westfield to go Christmas caroling.
Straight up.
Super ADD. We're like, let's go Christmas caroling. We get to Westfield. This is all true story, by the way. We get out. Do you know this story?
Yes.
We get out of the car. I reach in my pocket and I feel something. So I go, what's in my pocket? I pull it out and I go, guys, you're not going to believe this. I just found a $100 bill in my pocket.
And I'm pretty sure I was the one in that
Yeah.
moment be like, Sobo, you idiot. You gave the waitress $1 bill.
You were like, what did you give her?
Yeah, dude.
So in that moment, I was so dumb. I thought I found a $100 bill in my pocket. And I'm like, what did I give that waitress? Can we pause this? I need a water really bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're like, you definitely said something to me like, so, but you were like, you're an idiot. That's not your $100 bill.
I knew immediately. I was just like, dude, you screwed up. Like, you messed up the entire, like, this was a great Christmas, and now you just ruined Christmas for all of us.
Yeah. So what do? We drive back to the diner at like a million miles an hour.
It's already closed. It's like 11 p.m. or something.
Yeah, and we knew it was closing actually in 10 minutes, I remember. So we drive in, I run inside, and I'm like, I said to the hostess, I'm like, is that waitress still here? And they're like, yeah, she'll come out right now. So this girl comes out, and she looks... what's the opposite of a Christmas miracle?
Oh my God.
Like, it looks like she looks distraught.
It looked like she just saw a ghost or something.
I walk up to her and I'm like, excuse me. We were just here before.
Yeah, she's like,
I know. Yeah, she's like, so
course.
I'm like, what did I give you? And she goes, you give me this. And she pulls out a $1 bill. A $1 bill.
Lucky she didn't like slap you or something.
She looked like she was about to cry. And I said, I am so sorry. I meant to give you this. I feel terrible. And I gave her the $100 bill and she was like about to cry. And I guess I ruined probably like 45 minutes of her Christmas, but then it turned into a Christmas miracle.
Dude, right?
And she was super happy.
She probably went home so happy being like, wow, that's hilarious.
We should put this on TikTok because I wonder if she's out there and still tells the story.
Oh, I wish. I wonder if she still works there or lives in the area. That would be so funny.
We got to get her on the podcast and hear her side of the story.
Yeah.
Well, can we actually put this on TikTok?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Well, that's my my Christmas miracle story of 2013. Moral of the story.
One of my favorite memories. I love the story.
I don't know how I tipped her. I pulled it out of my pocket without even looking at what I was giving her.
I knew we shouldn't have given you the opportunity to give it to her. I don't know why one of us didn't give her the $1. How did we put our trust in you?
My brother, it all worked out in the
How
end.
were we like, oh, let's trust Sobo to give the $100 bill?
Listen,
it
if
wasn't
we-
even your $100 bill.
If we just gave her $100, it wouldn't have been a story. But because we gave her the single and then gave her the 100, it's a Christmas story forever. We
Yeah.
wouldn't be talking about this right now if we never,
So really, we should thank Sobo.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
I want, dude, whose
Thank you,
$100
Josh.
bill is it, by the way?
It may have been yours, probably yours.
I don't actually know.
Dude, you're always the guy that had the money on
I
you.
don't know.
All right, let's get into the news. That was the longest TGS intro ever. There's a lot going on in New Jersey this weekend. If you go to a diner, maybe consider tipping your waitress a $100 bill. All right, let's start off with our first story of the night. In Carteret, New Jersey, a bear was captured in a neighborhood.
Carteret, New Jersey.
Yep,
Middlesex County. The bears are going wild, bro.
they're going crazy. These
They're
bears.
all over New Jersey, dude. I like what one of our friends today was like. I can't wait for when a bear shows up in Newark.
That
The
bear's
kind
gonna
of
be-
mayhem that would
Dude.
cause.
Thought walking down Ferry Street.
Bro, imagine climbing telephone poles.
I love it. We got to make
It's
that
bad,
happen,
bro. It's
Wait,
so, make
cool.
that happen.
They should have moved this bear to Newark.
I wonder where they moved it to. Actually,
Probably Stokes.
yeah, most likely. Probably not Newark.
It says a black bear was tranquilized and relocated to a state park on Wednesday after strolling along a main roadway and taking a nap in a tree.
See, they miss the wild. They always find a tree in a neighborhood and they end up stuck in it sleeping.
It says, never ever, never ever have we ever had a wild bear visit the borough, Carteret Mayor Dan Ryman said on Facebook. According to the mayor's post, a home camera system captured a female black bear along Carteret Ave in the early morning hours.
Yeah, someone's Ring doorbell. What does it mean? Like they got a notification when there was like movement, right? That's how it works. And it's just like a photo of a bear walking down the sidewalk, dude. So unnatural. Did you see the photo?
I did see the photo. And
So funny
here's the
looking.
real issue we got to drive it back to. Because every time we talk about the bears, there's something we got to talk about.
Yeah.
We eliminated the hunt in New Jersey. And now what we're seeing is an overpopulation of black bears. And it's going to cause problems.
I'm so over adding these stories to the lineup because I feel like people are just like, oh, another bear story. It's all the same thing. But dude, honestly, it's a problem if they keep popping up.
Yeah, it certainly is a problem. And
Well, would Murphy ever bring back the hunt? Like, has he considered it, or like
I think you would.
he's talked about maybe doing it?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything official, but I feel like at some point you have to do something.
Because this is an issue in Carteret, having a bear walk around, dude. Where there's like kids walking around playing.
yeah, it's becoming a real issue for sure. And the issue, I mean, one of the issues is they have no natural predators, right? Like we are the natural predators, so they can just kind of do their thing, I guess, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Well, especially in this area, like maybe up there in North
No,
Jersey.
what's
A bobcat, maybe?
I don't think a bobcat's going to take down a bear.
No,
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
these black bears are wild.
Okay, so say the hunt was still a thing.
Yeah.
And a black bear is in a neighborhood. You still can't kill it.
No,
you can't
but
hunt within like 200 feet of a house or something.
But the idea would be the population would be controlled to a level where they're not leaving the woods into our neighborhoods.
Would they allow people to buy tranquilizers?
I
Or is that just like a...
I think that's something for the New Jersey DEP Fish and Wildlife.
So if I tranquilized the bear, say he was like in front of my
I think-
house, like would I get in trouble for doing that?
I think Fish and Wildlife biologists would freak out at you.
How? But what, a bear's about to kill me. Well, not kill me, but like attack me or maybe attack a kid. And I can't
it-
tranquilize it?
Was it Jurassic Park 3 where the guy had the tranquilizer gun? I love that scene. That movie.
I don't know.
Well, I've always wanted a tranquilizer gun just to shoot some darts at, some stuff.
I love the one after they tranquilized the bear, like the post was like the bear is sleeping, taking a nap right now, but then we're gonna take it back to the forest. It was like it was the funniest caption. As an update, the female black bear was safely removed, and while she is napping, will be relocated to a state park by New Jersey Wildlife.
Beautiful.
And it's just a cute photo of this big bear taking a nap.
A happy ending to a scary story.
Well, thankfully it didn't like attack anyone, and it was just kind of lost.
What is it about bears that's so lovable?
It's a big furry creature. How could you not love it?
Yeah, do you remember back though when the Rutgers student was killed by a black bear?
Killed.
Stokes, yeah.
That was in Stokes?
That was in Stokes.
Wait, when was this?
This was years ago.
2014.
Wait, but what was the kid doing? Was it poking the bear or something?
I think he just like cornered it. He was camping.
Dang, and the thing just attacked him?
Yeah, he was 22 years old from Rutgers, Darsh Patel, and he was killed by a black bear. So they are dangerous, and that's the biggest, I think, misnomer is that people just assume that because they're cute, that there's no issue. But these are like, if their appearance was scarier, people would be scared of them. Like
Yeah.
if you made them a little bit creepier looking, then everyone would be like, yeah, kill the bears. But because they're so cute, and we know like Smokey the bear, teddy bears.
Yeah,
like,
see, that's the thing. They make them like super cute looking and sounding to children with all these teddy bears and Build-A-Bear and all this other stuff.
build a bear. Like you ain't building a bear, kid.
So just a friendly reminder, if you ever do run into a black bear, you got to start making noise, screaming at them, moving around, right, Jim?
Right.
When Josh got engaged, me and Jimmy ran into a whole family of black bears.
It was
actually.
crazy.
It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. And what did we start doing? We started screaming. Not because we were scared, but to scare the bears away from us. And guess what? They ran away. So,
It was pretty cool.
yeah, never sneak up on a bear because then it's going to get shocked and attack you.
And then we texted Soba and we said, hey, just so you know, there's a whole family of bears.
Yeah,
And
don't get
he thought
killed.
we were joking.
I thought you were joking. We should tell the story of my engagement sometime on here.
Yes.
Because you two made it happen.
Yeah, it was pretty much the greatest day of your life.
I thought you were going to say of your life.
I was too, but then I was like, wait, I don't know if I want to say that.
All right, let's move on to the next story. Coming out of New York City, a Westwood, New Jersey man was tragically killed in a subway accident this week.
What did he do?
Well, it says a man who was killed when he was dragged by a subway in Manhattan Monday afternoon was a 20-year-old from Westwood, New Jersey.
20 years old,
20
dude.
years old, man. That's so
Too
crazy.
young.
So it says the NYPD said Joseph Ancona was running for a train around 4:55 p.m. when a piece of his clothing or backpack got caught in the subway door as he tried to get on an Uptown 1 train at the 59th Street station in Columbus Circle. Then he was dragged and struck by another train and pronounced dead. So, super tragic situation.
And we've all been there, right? You know, you're running, trying to catch a train. You get on right as the door is closing.
This could be any of us, man.
But that's the thing, though. Like, once the door closes, like, can't, like, if it's, like, hitting something, can't it just reopen? Isn't that usually how it works?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know the situation. Yes, but I don't know the situation behind this. What happened here? It seems like it was a freak accident. He's 20 years old. He was a graduate in the year 2020 from Westwood High School.
That's terrible.
So
That's
all
so
around,
awful, bro.
heartbreaking. And what I wonder is, like, could it have been avoided? I don't know. I don't know enough about the safety system behind these subways. But the MTA president, Richard Davey, promised an investigation into the cause of Ancona's death. So we will find something out, I guess. And I'm sure there's cameras in the station that recorded the whole incident. So hopefully we find out what happened here. But a 20-year-old dying it's just so tragic for this poor family.
Especially thinking about how it happened. Like, I always put myself in, like, his shoes. Like, think about getting stuck by a subway door and it started dragging you, knowing that you really can't escape. It's like a monster dragging you into the dark.
It's like a Final Destination thing. It's
Yeah,
just,
pretty
like,
much.
Unavoidable. Yeah, I can
But I
only
didn't think
imagine.
the doors like would just. I feel like there's been a few times when I ran into a subway and like the door kind of catches part of you and it just reopens because it's like, or like a packed subway, like the doors reopen, right?
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
But I don't know like how it caught like a thin piece of clothing or like his backpack or something. It just sounds like a nightmare. It doesn't even sound real, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's absolutely a nightmare and now it's a nightmare for his poor family, having to deal with the aftermath of such a tragic incident. And, you know, based on the photos, he looks like a regular young guy, man. I mean, just a regular dude. Super sad.
Yeah, it could have really happened to anyone. It doesn't sound like it was his fault. You know, everyone's running late for a subway and you're just, I don't even know. It's crazy.
Crazy. Well, let's move on to the next one here. This week, feds arrested several New Jersey residents in a sting operation to take down a catalytic converter theft ring.
Bro, I know like two people who got their catalytic converters stolen within the past month.
Yeah, this is a really big issue in New Jersey right now where
Super popular.
Yeah.
people are coming and stealing them off of cars. But what we're talking about here is bigger than just like a singular theft. This was a ring of people, 21 people across 5 states that had stolen over $545 million worth of cats.
545 million?
Yeah.
Oh my
insane.
God.
Well, that's actually, I'm sorry. They are seeking over $545 million in forfeited assets. So it could have even been more than that.
That's crazy, bro.
1,000 millions is $1 billion, correct?
1,000 millions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $1 billion.
So $500 million bucks.
That's a lot of money, Josh.
Ridiculous.
$500 million in catalytic converters. I think that this
But like,
crime,
why now?
because I think a big part of it is the value of precious metals is rising with the economy getting worse. So I don't know why this seems like it's just now becoming an issue, but I think that's a part of it. And the other thing you have to consider is like, what drives me nuts about this is who are the people buying the catalytic converters? Like, I get in this situation, there was an actual system at play. They were shipping them across the country, but you know, what is the scrapyard or who is the scrapyard that's seeing a cat and going, hey, I'm going to buy this from this person? It's not shady at all.
I thought these guys, I thought some of them were actually part of like an auto body shop or something like that.
Yes.
Or an auto parts store, right?
Yeah, so the article says the 39-year-old from Homedale, who also goes by Lovin Khanna, was named among the operation's accused leaders. He was joined by 35-year-olds Tinu Gagan, 44-year-old Daniel Dolan, 37-year-old Chi David Moe, this group of guys. There's a list of guys, all accused of illegal operations running out of a DG Auto Parts in Freehold.
Okay, so yeah, people were buying the parts from DG Auto Parts.
Yeah, that might actually be what they were actually doing with the whole operation is they were running out of DG Auto Parts. in Freehold.
So if you bought a catalytic converter from DG Auto Parts in Freehold recently, just know it might have been stolen.
No, it definitely was stolen. So the issue with the cats is they're expensive to buy too. There's a whole lot of, I don't know, there's a whole swell of issues surrounding this. But I'm glad they caught these guys. I think anybody that goes and steals these off of people's cars are the scum of the earth.
Real big jerks, bro.
Well, and the other issue is you have to wait to get one in. There's a shortage of them as is.
It's a mess.
So like you're ruining somebody's car and you're ruining their commute to work, and it's just not right.
As a car guy, Josh, is it easy to remove a catalytic converter?
Very easy.
I'm not a car guy. I love cars. I like working on my truck, but if you call me a car guy, the real car heads are going to come after me. But yes, it's super easy. Use a Sawzall and you could cut them off, and people do it in like 30 seconds.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like if I give you a challenge right now to like steal my catalytic converter and be like, all right, I'm timing you. How long do you think it would
If
take
you give me a Sawzall, I could probably get it. I'd say 2 minutes I could get it off.
And you know exactly where it is?
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
easy.
what I would do. I wouldn't even know where to cut it. I would probably cut it at the wrong spot.
That's why a lot of these things are getting stolen off of like pickup trucks and stuff, because they have that clearance so you can get under the car nice and easy.
True.
Anything that's like a sedan would be a little more
Yeah,
difficult.
one of the guys I
but
heard about who got it stolen, he had a pickup truck and it's
Yeah.
just, dude, it's awful.
At work, we had like 8 stolen from one yard.
8?
wow.
Yeah.
All in one day?
Yeah, someone went in one night and just took them
And you
all
guys
out.
didn't have any cameras in the lot or something like that?
No, we're getting cameras put in now.
Oh, now you do, yeah. You always have to wait until the worst case scenario to get
We
cameras.
also had like a Polaris stolen and a few other things stolen.
oh
at the
my
same time.
gosh.
Well, they sell for a ton of money, and
Yeah.
if you are a degenerate that doesn't want to have a job like the rest of us, then it's a great way to make some money, you know?
Until you go to jail.
Yeah, until you get caught like
Well,
these guys. I hope they get... See, here's what I'm going to say with this. They better try them to the full extent of the law. Give them like 20 years.
You
in
know
prison.
that never happens.
I know, but like, how great would it be for them to get like a minimum of 20 years for this?
Well,
Because,
yeah.
I don't know.
My question is, it wasn't just these guys though. Like they caught these guys.
I think it's a popular thing right now.
I know, but I feel like there's like so many more people out there still doing this, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay, but these guys just had the 545 million worth.
Yeah, they had the ring. There was 21 people involved in this whole Ponzi scheme.
Wow.
So, all right, moving on to the next story. New Jersey state lawmakers are considering conducting an in-depth study that will show the impact of cell phones on children.
You know, you do see the grades going downhill. Kids are just constantly on their cell phones. Maybe the study isn't that bad of a thing.
I think it's bigger than that. Well, I have a few thoughts.
Do you even need a study?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's just like, get off your phone.
Well, the first thing I was going to say is, why does the state of New Jersey need to conduct a study? How is there not already research on this by like universities? And it just seems like we have to do that. Like Jersey, it just seems very specific, don't you think? But the other thing I'd say is, it's kind of common sense that phones are not good for our society. Right,
No.
right now, I think you could look around you and go, we're all addicted. You look at suicide rates. You look at all this. Social media is not good for us. And just generally, we should assume it's not the best thing as we do these studies to figure out what to do next, right?
Yep.
I saw this thing recently. I was talking to some people about this a few weeks ago at work. There's this thing. It's like, I think it's Pledge the 8th. And the idea is like parents having their kids pledge to not have a phone until they graduate 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
And that's like, nowadays, that's like pretty radical. People are like, why should a kid not? It's like, well, your brain isn't fully developed. Maybe it's not the best idea for these kids to have phones.
Yeah, it's so easy to just access anything you want on a cell phone. And kids are smart.
Yeah.
Like a 5-year-old knows how to use Google,
Yeah.
which is terrifying.
What scares me is when I see like a 3-year-old watching YouTube videos and they're like looking.
Oh, bro,
and
they're
they
like-
click
they're
the
like
skip,
robots.
They skip the ad.
They're like robots. They
And
know
I'm
exactly
like,
how to do it.
How do they know how to skip the ad? Like that's kind of creeps me out a little bit.
But it's very weird. They look like a robot, honestly. You try talking to them, be like, hey. They're just so focused on their screen they can't even hear you. They're so distracted.
Yeah. Well,
It's messed up.
I'm going to be a dad in March, and I haven't yet figured out what the plan is with the screens.
Ooh, the
I don't think-
iPad game.
I wouldn't get my kid an iPad.
No, I don't want to. I want to see how long we can go without.
5 weeks in, we're gonna be doing the podcast, and Josh's
You
daughter's
guys-
gonna be on an iPad in the corner.
You guys, I'm gonna be like an Amish person. You're gonna come over and be like, "There's no more screens in your house."
Cool,
She's gonna be whittling like a stick in the corner of the room,
love it.
churning butter with my wife. I don't know. Well, so
I would love to see that.
churning butter.
Yeah,
in the kitchen.
if you need to get rid of your TV, I'm taking donations, by the way. So,
So legislation S715, sponsored by State Senator Dick Cody, would establish the Commission on the Effects of Smartphone and Social Media Usage on Adolescents. So Cody said this should be studied and regulations may need to be implemented because it's becoming clear the more you're on your phone as a teenager, your sleep quality is down, your levels of anxiety are up, depression is up. Not a good look, shall we say. Interesting quote. But yeah, he's right. I mean, he's absolutely right.
It's getting worse and worse.
I think we do need to regulate phone usage for kids. I think
it's a very unpopular opinion, but like to be honest, it's true.
Bro, in our society, we regulate tons of things for minors. Like you can't go buy a beer if you're 16. The reason is the prefrontal cortex of your brain isn't fully developed. You're not there yet. You can't make those choices, right? So it's like there's certain things that we've gone, hey, it's not good for minors to have this. My whole argument, I make this argument to everybody, is could we look back in 100 years and go, why were we giving 12-year-olds cell phones? That's really a bad idea. Like what made us think it was a good idea for a 12-year-old to have access to the entire world, the greatest tool to ever exist, the cell phone? I don't know. So
you said the 12-year-old was like the thing you mentioned earlier?
I think it's like 12 or 13, yeah.
What's 13, 8th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, you would give a kid a cell phone for the first time going into freshman year?
Well, not me personally.
Yeah. I know it's different. Like by the time your kid's gonna be a freshman, but still, like
I think I'd get my kids some sort of like light phone where they could just call me.
Well, that was so special about us. Like we had flip phones. We had like phones that just had like a snake on it or like the most basic games, dude. Like I didn't even have the internet, dude. Like all you could do is text and call, like a cell phone would do.
It was so much more simple. You could text, but texting was hard because you had to click every key.
T9, were you T9 or?
I had T9 originally. Then I got the, what's the phone that went like this?
Sidekick?
No, it went both ways.
Oh.
No,
I didn't know. Was
the Envy? What was the
Verizon?
Envy. Yeah. The Verizon phone that would go like this and then it'd flip up.
I don't know, flip up. The Envy just went side.
Verizon flip one way. Phone both ways. I bought this from a kid from Brian Wu, freshman year of high school in my history class. I said, bro, I want to buy that phone off of you. And he sold it to me. This one right here. This
What was it called?
Shoot. What was this phone called? It was so much fun.
I feel like I've never seen that phone. That was a popular one?
The Samsung Alias, maybe? No, I don't think. I think this was it.
Interesting.
Oh, wow. I remember this.
No, I don't think it was the Alias. It was awesome, dude. After I got this, my text speed was going way up.
Do you remember though, like when these phones were coming out? Like I remember every flip phone that came out, like the camera slowly got better and better. Like I remember some of my friends got new flip phones and their camera quality on their phone was so much better than mine, and I was so jealous.
Yeah,
I remember when the Razr came out. I thought it was the coolest thing.
I got it
No
when
way.
it came out.
I never had the Razr.
I was due for a phone, and I like made it happen somehow.
Yeah,
bro.
Just different times.
But that camera quality was sick on the Razr.
Was it?
Well, for the time.
Huh. It's
before iPhones were a thing, so yeah, it was sick.
I didn't have a phone that long ago. You guys had phones in like 2004?
Well,
no.
I had a phone when I was in 7th grade.
7th grade is when I got
Really?
mine.
When did you get your phone?
I was a lady. Because I grew up in a big family. My parents' whole rule was like, hey, when you could pay the bill every month, you could have it. But then they crumbled when I got to high school.
So you got it like your
freshman year. I think I got a flip phone. Mm-hmm. I was like the only kid in my grade that didn't have a phone. And honestly, I mean, you know what? So I can speak on this. It wasn't that traumatic.
Of course not, yo. But even at the time, no one was on social media. No one was on Facebook or Twitter and stuff. So it's not like you were missing out on anything.
Bro, what are we? I don't know. All right. So I think this is a good idea that we do this study. I think it's probably wise we figure out how this is impacting kids.
So like, do you think from doing this study, it's going to like produce good results? Like you think what they're going to do? Warn parents to like stop giving their kids phones so young?
I'm wondering if the reason they need a study from the state is so that they could then enact legislation, like do something about it. But I don't know. I think we will get some conclusive evidence that phones are bad for kids. And then maybe they'll be able to go, hey, in the same way the CDC recommends things for your health, we recommend delaying the use of devices until age 14.
That's scary, man. It's really scary to think about like 15 years from now, what's a cell phone going to look like?
They're going to be neurolinked into your brain.
Oh, you're not, no shot.
Our kids will be going, remember when we had phones we hold in our hand?
But dude, honestly, like it sounds shocking to hear, but like that's probably going to be a thing.
And they're going to go, remember when we had to click a button, take a picture, not just blink? Like, hold on, smile, blink.
Our kids are going to be like crying and mad at us when we're like, you can't get a cell phone implanted into you. Are you crazy? And they're going to be like, our parents don't know. I don't understand.
I just want to be cool.
Seriously.
All right.
Weird.
Moving on to the next story. Kind of sad, but then a glimmer of hope at the end of it. In Newark, New Jersey, 2 cops were shot, and the shooter has now been arrested.
Thank God. They found him after like a day.
And what's even crazier, they found him in a building that they had already searched.
Where was he hiding in that building and they just passed by him?
Yeah, I don't know how, but they evacuated the whole building, searched it, and then like the next day,
Maybe
after they let the people back in this building who lived there.
It was an apartment building?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hide and seek champion.
Unless he
for
went
real.
out for like a slice of pizza or something, got some food, and then, came back perfect timing. Who knows? But hey, he's caught now, so shout out to Newark PD.
The incident occurred around 1 p.m. Tuesday in Newark. Officers from the Newark Police Department were responding to an apartment building after receiving a 911 call from a citizen regarding a flyer about an October 28th shooting, according to the Newark Mayor, Roz Baraka. The 2 responding officers encountered the suspect after leaving the building, and a violent interaction occurred. Fritz Frage, Newark's public safety director, told reporters the officers ordered the suspect to drop his weapon. When he shot them at close range, they retreated back into the building. So this absolute scoundrel shoots these 2 cops. 30-year-old, his name's Kendall Howard, and he's been taken into custody Wednesday shortly after 11 a.m. And you know what they say, boys?
What'd they say?
He's going to jail.
He better be going to jail.
Well, you don't shoot 2 cops and not go to jail.
Exactly, bro.
This is Jersey, though, so I don't know.
Can I tell you something so unbelievable, but it's completely true, I swear.
What?
I was actually with Roz Baraka, and
Jimmy, we're like a serious story here. You can't make me laugh.
I was
The mayor?
I was with Roz Baraka, like right as this happened, and he like abruptly left, and I got home and found out about the shooting.
Wow.
He doesn't care about Newark PD. Let's just be honest. But he left.
Yeah.
What'd he say? Was he like, I got to go?
We were like in the middle of a press event, and he got up and left. A lady was singing, and he just got up and left. And
The listeners must be like, what the heck is Jimmy? Like, does Jimmy do? You're with the big famous person every other week.
Jimmy,
In the government.
Say Jimmy is integral to the state of New Jersey. What's the line from Breaking Bad? When he's
Say
like,
my name.
if I were to die, a business the size of I don't remember.
But yeah, if Jimmy were to die, the state would not be in a good place. Let's just say that.
A portion of our state, the size of, large enough to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange,
yeah,
would go bankrupt, belly up.
Why do you think we don't say his full name on the podcast? It's kind of crazy.
Say his name.
Maybe after
Say
at the
my
1 year anniversary, we'll like release some.
or if anyone just like goes and follows me on Instagram, they can see my whole name.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, at JTDscape. Go follow Jimmy on Instagram right now. But honestly, we have some friends who are in the Newark Police Department. So once we heard the news about the shooting, obviously you think worst case scenario. You're like, what the heck is going on right now? Is my boy okay? Thankfully, everyone survived. Everyone was all right. And they got the shooter. So
It's this, a sad story with a happy ending. He's going to jail. One more violent offender off the streets, and the world is a little safer now.
what are you thinking trying to kill a cop? Like, what are you thinking? Like, you think you're going to get away with that?
Probably thought he was going to get away with it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he was going to kill them and run away.
What didn't he like shoot one of the cops in the neck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one was leg, one was neck.
Oh my gosh.
So he probably, first off, isn't a great shot. And
of course not. No.
because he probably wanted to kill
Trash.
both of them. And thank goodness both the cops are all right, though.
Especially
'cause
after getting shot in the neck. I can't imagine like how I don't even know what that
it's just
looks like.
getting shot in the neck. Like, I feel like there's so much that could clearly go wrong.
Yeah.
Your arteries and everything. I don't know. Now on to our last story of the evening. And this might be the most comical of the night. College students. Rutgers University is currently in the middle of a mask war as policies continue to flip back and forth.
Why do I feel like every article I hear is like, oh, Rutgers gets rid of the mask mandate the next week. Oh, the mask mandate is back at Rutgers. Now it's off again?
They keep going back and forth, and there's nonstop arguments about whether there should or shouldn't be masks on campus. And I cannot believe it's November 2022 and we're still talking about this.
I feel like the Rutgers, this is the only place I hear about like mask mandates. I feel like everywhere else it's optional.
I feel like
right?
doctor's office is the only place where I have to wear
Yeah,
a
which is
mask.
reasonable, but like, why is Rutgers? What's going on at Rutgers?
At this point in time, is even a doctor's office. I was thinking about that because like I went to the dermatologist last week, Even now, I'm like, all right, guys, come on.
Bro,
what are we doing?
I went to the doctor's last week and I had to put a mask on, but the women behind the desk who worked there, they had their masks like not even covering their nose. Another girl had her mask down at her desk giving out masks to people to wear. I'm like, you're not even wearing yours.
The worst part was the lady.
No one's following the rules.
At my dermatologist, I walk in and I'm like, I don't have a mask. And the lady behind the desk with her bare hand gave me a mask. And I'm like, I'm not putting your fingers on my face.
Yeah, bro, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know I don't know. So
I had to wear it at the dentist.
What?
Yeah, the dentist office makes you wear masks.
So how do they operate in your teeth?
Once you get to the bed, you sit down, and then you can remove the mask. It's science. Trust the science.
This is why I wish
don't know.
Seinfeld existed nowadays, because there's so much subject matter.
There's so many shows. I wish The Office existed.
I could see Kramer.
COVID.
I could see Kramer making a big mask business. Him and Bob Sacamano. He's like, I got an importer.
There's this guy on TikTok who does like modern day Seinfelds. I have to show you after this.
Oh, I've seen a few of those actually, I think.
It's so good.
So the article says the faculty union has been pressed for Rutgers to let professors decide if masks should be worn in classrooms and are awaiting a final ruling from the state's Public Employment Relations Council. A hearing has been scheduled for later this month, but a final ruling is not expected until December. So we're going to be waiting until next month to hear, what they land on here. So Rutgers dropped the universal mask policy that had been in effect during the pandemic on October 3rd, and then it was reinstated on October 5th. So now they're going to go back and reconsider by December. But it just seems like but
now it's like canceled though. Again, right? You don't have to wear a mask.
No. So it says the complaint. It says on October 5th when Rutgers AAUP-AFT union filed a complaint before the BEARy, I don't know what any of those letters mean, claiming the decision was made without their input and outside of the collective bargaining process. They claimed it was a change in working conditions. So BEARy has now said Rutgers can drop the mask mandate pending their final ruling.
Yeah, so I guess you don't have to wear a mask now.
I guess so. So it seems kind of optional at this point, which shouldn't just be like your own choice.
If you go to Rutgers, has it actually been strict? Because I feel like the mask mandate might have been there, but are people actually enforcing it? I could see some professors doing it, but is everyone actually wearing a mask on campus? What's it like there?
Bro, I could 100% see a professor getting really mad about masks. Those are probably the only people in our society still freaking out about masks, the professors.
Well, you look at a Rutgers college football game, dude. It's a madhouse. Just the stands are just packed with fans going crazy and stuff. Then you think, oh, the school has a mask mandate. You got to wear a mask when you're all together. It doesn't make any sense.
I just feel
it's actually really comical at this point.
Drama at Rutgers University, Josh Chomick.
Yeah, what else is new?
I don't know. Same old, my brother.
It's really funny. I wonder what it's like there nowadays. I went there 6 years ago. I went there for one semester, studied a bit. Wasn't my cup of tea, so I got out of there quick.
Yeah.
So happy I did. Saved a lot of money. Saved a lot of my time and my sanity. But yeah.
It was nice when we hung out in between classes, though.
What are you talking about?
I would meet up with you on Livingston, and we'd hang out.
Jimmy, you were alumni too, right?
What?
We got Chili's a few times for lunch.
Chili's?
Yeah.
At Rutgers?
On Route 1. Wow.
Is this real? Did we really do that?
Yes.
We went there together?
Yes.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
That's a memory I do not remember, James. That's crazy.
Well, I'm proud of you guys. I remember visiting Jimmy's dorm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What part of the campus were you at, Jimmy?
I was on Cook.
You were at Cook.
In Voorhees.
In Voorhees.
That was
Very
in my
nice.
dorm.
Wait, did you go there for 4 years?
Yeah.
You graduated from
5
there?
years, actually.
So you're a Rutgers alum?
Yeah.
Bro, while we're talking about Rutgers, you're not chiming in here?
I didn't enjoy it that much.
Interesting. Well, with that, that's all the news we had for the evening, guys.
It was a great time. Honestly, I love hanging out with you guys.
This was a funny episode, I feel like.
There was kind of all over the place. It was really good stories, positivity, then death.
I feel like my diner story should be redacted, but we're gonna let it fly.
Why would you redact that?
Because I'm gonna get hate from the diner fandom.
For what? For making a mistake like a human being would do?
On Christmas?
How dare you?
On Christmas?
How dare you make a mistake like
Christmas.
that? No, but you went back and you made it. It was a miracle on Main Street, pretty much.
That's
miracle
true.
at Huck Finn.
Imagine if you realized 10 minutes later and she had left.
What are you saying?
It was a miracle at Huck Finn, the diner.
What?
What did you think I said? Dude, you're going nuts.
I just snorted. Bro, you said a miracle on Main Street, and then you said a miracle in I thought you were talking about the book Huck Finn. I thought you confused Huck Finn with Tiny Tim.
No, bro.
Remember Tiny Tim?
Yeah. Huck Finn, good times. We got to actually review Huck Finn, and we got to review Mark Twain back to back.
Remember when the mob put a body in a car's trunk and left it at the Huck Finn?
Yeah, we actually,
No.
we were going to cover that story, but we ended up not covering it that night because it was kind of a very basic story.
It was a while ago.
No, there was another one this year, though.
Really?
Yeah, they found a body at Huck Finn. Type in Huck Finn body. Right now, I took it out of the story list for one of the weeks that we were filming. 2021. Wait, not that one. Is that the story? No. I don't know. I thought I saw something, guys.
Body found in car is said to be mob figures. That was 2005. Oh, disco fries and a dead guy in the trunk.
Yes. Okay. So this didn't actually happen, but it was referring back to an old story. That's why I took it out because it wasn't like a new story.
Yeah, that was the guy from the mob.
Lawrence Ricci.
Wow, he's from Gillette. Lawrence Ricci.
Interesting.
Interesting, man.
I don't like to talk about the mob on here, Josh. You never know who's listening.
I kind of want to get the mob on the pod.
I want to be, we got to be on good standing with the mob.
That's him.
Scary looking man right there.
Very scary looking.
We don't mess with him.
So, with that, that's all the news we have for today, guys. Any final thoughts before we close it out?
Just want to say thank you guys for listening. Love hanging out with my brothers here. I love talking to all of you out there listening. Thank you for wherever you tune in from, whether it be Jersey, somewhere in the U.S., or even in another country right now. We have I think we're up to like 90-something countries listening. So, guys, thank you so much. It's the coolest thing ever.
How many countries?
Over 90.
There's no way.
Josh, remember a few weeks ago, I was like, we're at 78 countries, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's grown.
Wow.
We have some new countries on the list. Pretty cool, man.
Are we expanding to all countries in the world?
I think so, but some girl was like, I live in Colombia now, but I used to live in Jersey.
I love that.
So she listens from Colombia. How cool is that?
Wow. That's amazing.
Right?
That's really, really interesting,
So yeah,
actually.
thank you guys for listening, for supporting the show. It's because of all you listening that we get to do this. So thank you so much. And if you want to support the show, as you can see, we don't have a sponsor this week, so you could go buy some merch. We got a lot of thing in our merch store right now.
Or sponsor the podcast.
Or yeah, if you're like a business or you want to sponsor us, hit us up. contact.thegardenstate@gmail.com and let us know what you got for us.
I love it.
Also, if you want to leave us a voice memo for the mailbag, it's record a voice memo on your phone and then send it to hello@thegardenstate.com. Josh, what is the email address?
hello@thegardenstate.com.
Jimmy,
hello@thegardenstate.com.
hello@thegardenstate.com. Send us a voice memo, and if it's juicy enough in under 60 seconds, we'll feature it in next week's episode.
And with that, instead of hello at the Garden State, goodbye. I ruined my joke. I was just going to say goodbye.
Jello.
Hello.
All right, guys. See you later.
See you later.
Later.
Bye.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.